Thanks Manscaped for sponsoring this video. Hot dog. There are hundreds of combinations of making this incredible street food. Some are just mouth-watering, others are just weird, but most of them we can all agree in one thing: they are delicious. And on this new series, I invite you to experience with me every single hot dog that has ever existed, as this is the hot dogs of the world. So let's do it. And here we have the original. At its basic form, this is what it is. We have a bun, a hot dog, the good old yellow mustard, and ketchup. Now we can honestly say that there are so many different variations of this original one, but the two most important ingredients are this. First, the bun. What type of bun do you like? As you know, the options are endless. There are white bread style, they have potato bread, and since there are only two ingredients, this one is extremely important. For this basic one, I chose white bread. But what about the sausage? I can say the same exact thing. Going through the meat section through my supermarket is just insane. The amount of variation there is on hot dogs is crazy, and that's only because of one reason. This street food is extremely popular, so when things become popular, variations will always appear. Even turkey hot dog, which for me, no thank you. Since we like beef, I chose to use it. Now don't judge the basics by the looks. The important thing is, how does it really taste? Well, let's find out.
Exactly what you expect. Traditional hot dog.
It is so good.
Ketchup, mustard has to go on a hot dog. Don't add anything else. Sweet relish. Stay away from that.
I could do without the mustard.
This is classic. You cannot go wrong with this. This is tradition. Respect it.
You know, if this costs more than like $2, you're definitely paying too much.
But it's great. I love hot dogs.
Just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's not good.
I'll be taking this.
Now this one is very different from the one you just saw. It is the Colombian hot dog. It should taste extremely different. And here's how to make it. Everything starts off with this important ingredient: quail eggs. We need to boil them. To do that, I just follow the instructions on the packaging. Boiling them for 4 minutes is good enough. Take a look. Perfectly boiled eggs. The next ingredient is pineapple. Colombians love a little sweetness on their hot dog. To do that, I'm using canned pineapple, threw it in my food processor, process it on high, and in the end I was left with this: tiny bits of pineapple. Now let's talk about the sausage. For this hot dog, I chose Nathan's Beef Frank. For this hot dog, it's perfect when you're boiling it, because you're gonna have extra crunch on it already. To boil these hot dogs, it only took 5 minutes. And from the crunch, this is what I'm talking about: potato chips. Now as you know, there are so many different kinds you can use, so we gotta make sure that we choose one that's gonna make that happen. Take Lay's for example. There's not that much crunch on it. Ruffles is pretty good. It has a better crunch. Takis can be incredible, but that's not normally what they use. I went ahead and chose this Kettle chip. At least to me, they have the most incredible crunch, and most importantly, an amazing flavor. Now to prepare this, it is as simple as it gets. Just grab your bag and smash everything up, as in the end you are left with this, the perfect crunchy element for your hot dog. And now for the assembly. I first started with white hot dog buns, followed by the beef frank. Then I added ketchup, a good amount of mayo, yellow mustard. Now I added that sweet pineapple. I went generous with the potato chips, followed by more ketchup, mayo, and mustard. Now don't forget that special ingredient, the quail egg. Now this is the Colombian hot dog. What do you think about it? I would love to know your opinions in the comments down below. And honestly, I cannot wait to find out how this is going to taste.
So we got a freaking egg in the middle?
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to take a bite in the middle like this? No, that would be illegal. Come on, you can't do that.
Whoa.
Shout out to all the Colombian friends out there. Cheers.
I like the chips.
That is a good hot dog.
I don't like the mustard.
The crunchiness and sweetness is just awesome.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was kind of weirded out by it.
Whatever, I'm just gonna move the egg.
But the flavors in it are very nice, and I will say,
It's slippery.
very different than a traditional hot dog. I didn't even get a bite of the egg, but I'm going for it later.
Now I got crunch.
This is a fantastic combination and a very nice hot dog. I really enjoy it.
I'm gonna go for that egg.
Stupid egg, bro.
That is incredible, and it works extremely well with the hot dog.
It's good.
Now we gotta jump into the next one, the Mexican style hot dog. Since I never had this before, we're gonna have two different versions. The first one is gonna be with a flour tortilla. Now to make it, it's super simple. Look what I'm doing. I'm just rolling the tortilla around the hot dog. I did the same exact thing for the corn tortilla. I really want to find out which one is better. So I heated up my cast iron skillet with a good amount of beef tallow. The temperature was at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm laying them opening side down. This will prevent them from opening, because once the bottom is golden brown, then I can do anything I want. Now how long to cook them is up to you. I just chose a nice golden brown color. Then I went ahead and let them drain on some paper towel. I did the same exact thing for the corn tortillas. This one is a little bit more challenging as it's not that pliable. But hey, in the end, I was able to make it just fine. But take a look in the end, I was left with some beautiful hot dog and buns, aka tortilla. Now for the toppings. The first thing is Mexican crema. It's similar to like sour cream, but not really. You should be able to find it on your supermarket. Then I went ahead and added some cheese sauce. Now you're probably asking, what is this? Well, take a look. Cheese whiz. It works beautifully. Then I added a little bit of chopped tomatoes, followed by red sweet onions. Don't forget the chives, and topped that off with a slice of jalapeno. Now this is Mexican style hot dog. I hope I did its justice because there are so many different from that region, which we will eventually make, but this one is the one I chose to start off this series. But the most important thing, how does it taste? Well, let's find out right now.
What are we doing here? This is not a hot dog. Oh my.
A lot of colors going on.
I loved hot dogs coming into this video, and now I don't even know what a hot dog is by normal standards anymore.
I can tell there's some sour cream, tomatoes, onions,
I see some green.
jalapenos, everything I like.
My traditional hot dog heart is breaking right now.
Cheers, everybody.
Wow,
I was so wrong.
the flavor combinations are just perfect. Forget about ketchup, mayo, and mustard. There's no need.
Tortillas, sour cream, and hot dog. That's all you need.
Well, you know what? There's another one right next to it, so let's see how good this one is too.
Cheers, everybody.
Oh my God.
This one is just hitting like the right spot.
It's a lot softer.
Probably a flour tortilla. This one's probably corn, if I'm guessing.
The flour tortilla has a nice soft crunch versus the corn one, which is kind of hard crunch.
All of the different components of this make it so enjoyable to eat.
I personally would go for the corn.
I think I like the flour one a little bit better because it's a softer texture in the tortilla.
For me, this one's my champ so far.
If you ask me which one is better, the flour definitely wins. Now, let's go to the next.
Now you tell me, what do you think about this one? It's not your regular everyday hot dog. It's because it's from Argentina. We're talking about choripan. Now, like every hot dog, there's two main ingredients, bun and sausage. You can't get this sausage wrong because there's many variations to choose from. I mean, they have this one. How about this? There are endless of sausages you can choose from. But to make real choripan, you can only use one style. We're talking about chorizo, straight from Argentina. Come on now. The others are just not gonna be the same. However, there's one more important ingredient we have to make, and we're talking about the chimichurri. And to make it, it's super easy, and here's how. Into the food processor, I threw in some parsley, followed by roasted red bell peppers, garlic, lemon juice, chili flakes, smoked paprika, red wine vinegar, black pepper, and salt. Now blend everything on high because your chimichurri is almost ready. Put it on a separate dish and cover everything with your favorite olive oil. Now mix it well because your chimichurri is done. It does not get any easier than that, my friends. But now going back to our sausages. To make real choripan, we have to take them outside and grill them. We can't boil this thing, nor can we put it in the oven. For that, I like to set my grills to 2-zone cooking. Notice that the heat is one side and the other one is indirect heat. Now I want the grill quite hot. After about 10 minutes, I took it out and look, they are already fully cooked. Some people like their choripan just like this. I like mine nice and crispy. The first thing is to open them up with a knife. Then I immediately put them over the coals. I want to get this thing nice and charred up. I mean, take a look at this. That is what I'm talking about. Now the bread is also extremely important. I'm using French style mini baguettes. You can use any one you like. Just choose a bread that is going to be soft and not too hard. And grilling them up on the grill is the way to do it. And now for the assembly. All there's left to do is to place the sausages right on top. And don't forget about that beautiful and wonderful chimichurri we just made. Now you're probably thinking, what does it taste like? Well, let's see.
And this doesn't really look like a hot dog.
This brings back a lot of memories from my childhood, everybody.
Every time I have a family reunion, I like messing with my family members, and I always ask this silly question just to see what people say. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Let me know down in the comments. I want to know what you guys think.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
This is better than a hot dog.
So delicious. This is a joke.
Let me give you a little description since Leo's not here.
The bread is nice and soft.
There's such a fluff factor going on, like
A little bit of kick on it. Woo!
More chimichurri. Way more chimichurri.
The actual hot dog has a little bit of a char on it.
It's like unfair. It's not fair. Delicious.
And when you bite into it, you can taste it. You rip apart that charred texture that tastes so good.
awesome. 10 out of 10. This might be top 3 so far.
Chef's kiss, perfection. Every hot dog just keeps getting better and better. Wait until you see the next one. But before we do, I want to thank today's sponsor, Manscaped. They are the global leader in men's grooming tools and hygiene solutions. Manscaped offers everything you need for head-to-toe grooming as part of the Performance Package Bundle, which has a few of my favorite products, like the Lawnmower 4.0 waterproof body hair trimmer and the Crop Preserver ball deodorant. They help me trim the hedges, especially on those tough areas below the waist, and keep that area cool, hydrated, and smelling great all day long. And they now just released the new collection of anti-chafing high-performance boxer briefs with both function and fashion in mind. Check them out, they look great. But the real secret of these bad boys is the new jewel pouch design, the dedicated space that cradles your huevos in place. With a perforated performance fabric for extra breathability, they feel like a second skin. No waistband digging in, no tag to bother you, and no row construction. They feel amazing. They come with more than 6 color combinations to choose from, and you also have the option to select single units or bundle up and save with their 3-pack options. Sold exclusively at manscaped.com. Go to manscaped.com today and get 20% off plus free international shipping when you use promo code GUGA at checkout. That's 20% off plus free shipping if you use promo code GUGA at manscaped.com. Thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring this video, but now let's get right back to it.
Now you tell me if this is not only one of the most weirdest hot dog you've ever seen, but look how pretty it is. We're talking about the Vietnamese hot dog. This has to be good. Well, let's find out right now. Everything starts off with French baguette. All I have to do is to put them in the oven so that I can get a nice golden brown color. The next thing we gotta prepare is this, a little purple cabbage salad. For the seasoning is extremely simple. A little bit of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper, a good quality olive oil, and some red wine vinegar. Mix everything well and let it sit on your refrigerator. Now for the hot dogs. We're gonna cook this on a griddle. I'm not only trying to heat them up, but also get a nice little char on them. Then I got 3 eggs, seasoned them with salt, freshly ground black pepper, and beat them up. Using the same exact pan, I threw in a little bit of oil on top and pour some of that egg mix. We're trying to make an omelette here, so I started by cooking it under medium-low heat. Once it was fully cooked, I added my sausage and wrapped the egg around the whole thing. Now I don't know about you, but I've never seen this before, so I thought it was extremely interesting. By this time, my bread was ready. You see, fully cooked, but at the same time not too hard. So I went ahead and opened it up, added a good amount of mayo, followed by ketchup, and of course mustard. Now some romaine lettuce, followed by our hot dog wrapped in an omelette. Don't forget about the cabbage we just made. And yes, you gotta add it to both sides. Now this thing is looking pretty already. But to finish it off, I added more ketchup, mayo, and of course a tiny bit of mustard. Now this is my take on Vietnamese hot dog. And if you're from Vietnam, let me know if I did it correctly. But the question is, does it taste good? Well, let's find out right now.
I think you know what's about to happen.
I'm telling you guys, these hot dogs keep getting crazier and crazier every time.
And I do apologize to the viewers for my pickiness.
I'm salivating right now. Shout out to all of my Vietnamese friends. I hope I did it justice.
I'm gonna go ahead and remove them.
I don't even know where I should start. It's so, so messy.
See you later, alligator.
I'm just going straight down the middle. Let's do it, guys. Cheers.
And now, it's perfect.
With all that being said, enough talking and it's time to get messy.
Oh my God.
I think this might be my favorite.
Oh, your nose, right?
On my nose?
This is awesome. I like this a lot.
Wow, I did not expect this to be this good.
Okay, that is by far the dirtiest, messiest dog that I've had today. But that was a delicious hot dog right there.
That is by far a 10 out of 10 will highly recommend.
There's a lot of different flavors going on here. I really like the egg on top, obviously. There's a bunch of sauce, so you bite into it, it's nice and creamy.
The cabbage gives a nice acidity because of the vinegar.
This is a good hot dog right here. This is a nice idea.
I know I said it, but I'll say it again. 10 out of 10 will highly recommend. Absolutely delicious.
On a scale of 1 to 10, this hot dog's a 9.
If you are a child in the United States, you probably had this. The bagel dog. As far as I know, it was created in North Carolina. And to make it, it's super easy, and here's how. Everything starts off with the dough. There are several different options you can choose from. You can have original dough. You can even have croissant dough sheets as well. I mean, the options are endless, even pizza crust. Today, I'm gonna do 2 different versions to find out which one is gonna be better for us. The first one is just gonna be dough sheet. sheets. I mean, this is as easy as it gets, anyone can do it. Now the hot dog, you gotta choose the right one. I'm going with these deli beef franks. There is zero secret or technique to this. We just gotta wrap the sausage with the dough. You can either use your whole sheet just like this, or use the scraps that was left behind. The most important thing is to wrap it tightly. I went ahead and did the same exact thing with the croissant one. Once that's done, I placed them on a baking sheet with some parchment paper. And now if you want them to be nice and golden brown in the end, brush them with some egg wash. This will give that nice golden brown color you're looking for. And if you're feeling fancy, go ahead and grab the knife and put some slits right on top. Bake them for about 20 to 30 minutes until they are nice and golden brown at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. As in the end, you should be left with this. Bagel dogs. Now you tell me, does this bring memories to your childhood? It certainly does mine. Now how does it taste? Well, let's see.
That one was really good.
Right off the bat, it's a little bit sweeter than like a regular bun.
The dough around it is crunchy on top but soft on the inside.
Honestly, if you have a problem with this hot dog, man, you don't know what you're missing.
I just wish I had like some ketchup or something like that, you know? Oh, they just magically appeared.
I really like this one. This one's super good.
Let's go for the next one. Cheers.
Ooh, this one 100% better. The dough is a little bit sweeter, kind of like a croissant dough.
More buttery, if you get what I mean. I don't know.
And overall, it just adds more flavor, more of a pop to this type of hot dog.
This one is so good that it doesn't even need ketchup, mayo, and mustard.
This one, amazing. Love this one. I'm definitely finishing this one.
That was the one, boys.
Very, very nice.
Highly recommend this dog.
This is our next hot dog, the French. Now from all of the research I've done, this is exactly how they make it in France. And if you are French, let me know in the comments down below if I'm right or wrong. Because this is as simple as it gets. Come on now. Everything starts off with a French baguette. I cut the edges so my hot dog will fit and immediately created a pocket right in the middle. Then like they do it in France, I went ahead and boiled my hot dogs. Notice that I chose a nice thick one. And that's because French baguette is quite thick and crusty. Now the next part was this. Not easy to stuff this thing inside. It is a lot harder than I expected. I mean, I tried my best, trust me. This is not as easy as you think. I don't know why, I guess I just don't have enough practice. But hey, in the end, I was left with this, the French style hot dog. Now, how does it taste? Well, let's see.
Got a hot dog stuffed in French bread, a oui in a French baguette.
This looks boring right now. This looks real tough right here.
Let's give it a try.
It's about exactly what you'd expect it to be.
This was probably the driest bite of a hot dog that I've ever had.
Don't know how he managed it, if he just shoved it in there.
It's actually very nice. You bite into the bread, it's nice and soft.
And then it's a lot of bread, so it's like hard to chew through, if that makes sense.
As it stands right now, this has to be kind of bottom of the barrel.
This one so far has been probably the least favorite for me.
I like the other dogs a lot more.
It's good though. It's a hot dog.
Hands down, the #1 hot dog that I tried is the one that was wrapped in the flour tortilla.
I have to admit it, the one wrapped with the egg, that was my favorite.
Now it's my turn. If I would have to pick a winner, I will have to say the Vietnamese style was probably my #1. It was just perfect in every single way. Acidity, vegetables, the amount of everything was just perfectly balanced. I really hope you guys enjoyed this new series. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in any of the equipment I use, everything is always on the description down below. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.